Out there, I want to be as accurate. Yesterday, I was diving on to the numbers last night. Overall, it's pretty good, guys. Nothing of concern that stood out to Denwell. We've been waiting for that to come out for months, right? A couple of weeks. Building up the hype. So, it's up 2%. Hey, thanks so much.
We're up 2% every fucking day in the
Adjust it at all? The angle of it? Be exactly valid. Morning, my friend.
Unbelievable. These people are pathetic. These people are pathetic. Just a bunch of shills all over the internet. Everywhere I fucking look, all I see is shills everywhere. Fucking shills everywhere. Acting like every news we fucking get is good news, no matter how much they're fucking us. Everyone just prays that everything's fucking good news and tries to make everything confirmation bias every fucking time. And that's why we fucking lose for 3 fucking months. Because we're not fucking telling the truth to ourselves. We're lying to our fucking selves. And it's pathetic. It's so pathetic. What is wrong with us? Oh my goodness. People, the June deadline is the deadline you can buy stocks to vote in July. Hypothetically speaking, if somebody comes in and buys 300 million shares of AMC, the suits own AMC. Obviously, that would send our stock price to $1,000, so we don't fucking care if that happens, right? But hypothetically speaking, if some bad things happen in the next 30 days, if they dilute the rest of the 28 million shares, if we go down to $6, $7 a stock, do you think people will paper hand? What if they did? What if they do? Like, what if this is AMC's play to get their fucking company back from us because we wouldn't give it to them when they asked for the 500 million shares? This is sick. There's nothing smart about what they're doing. Nobody raises money when their stock price is the bottom fucking dollar if they've got more cash in their account than ever before in all-time history. No human being would logically do that. We are being scammed, people. We are being scammed. Why is everyone acting like I'm the crazy person? Are they all getting paid to make me look bad? Or are they actually that stupid? I can't tell if that's the hedgies or if it's the retards. Who is it? Who are these people that, like, are reading this freaking petition and saying it's shill talk? How could you read that petition and that news article and say shill talk? Who are these people? Somebody explain it to me because I'm not getting it. AMC is going to 850 at least. Last time it bounced off 832. I think it'll go lower than that number. You heard it here, people. I think it will go lower than that number before it hits 12. Lower than that number before it hits 12. Bet money on it, people. Bet money on it. AMC is out to get us. They are not out to help us. And I will get this message through the fucking world one day. I don't know how. This is pathetic, though. And I get treated like the bad guy. Being the only one that's got the balls to fucking say what's actually happening. And I'm the bad guy. Because everyone's too fucking desperate for their own little bitch-ass confirmation bias. A bunch of pussies. Oh, man. Well, the NASDAQ is blasting through the roof in after hours right now. I made a stupid little bet on Riot, which might actually print today. If Riot goes up 30% today, I might make 10 grand. I mean, it's only up 1% in the after hours, but that don't mean shit. We already know the after hours don't mean shit. You guys ever hear about Kramer talking about the after hours and how it's easiest to lie and manipulate what people do, start right before the market opens in the after hours because it takes less volume to move the price in the after hours? Let's go, Timber. Let's go, Timber. Hopefully Rocket Mortgage prints us some tendies as well. $23 strike on Rocket Mortgage, baby. I got till next Friday. Let's go. Let's go. I would celebrate AMC, but I already know it's going down. There ain't no way they still got 28 million shares to dilute, and they're diluting when they're the richest they ever been, and they're not going to keep diluting. Like, that is not a world that can exist, people. That is not the world we live in. That is an imaginary world. If you think that's the world you live in, you need to grow up. They used their fucking shares to hurt the stock price once. You better believe they're going to do it again. Especially if we come in buying at the market open because of the fucking call last night. Everyone's acting like they're bullish. But we remember. Marcus Ray remembers. Marcus Ray remembers last trampoline. Marcus Ray remembers record low volume for the last 3 weeks. Marcus Ray remembers nobody following DFE in after he doubled down. Marcus Ray remembers all of that. So you guys expecting a giant, massive wave of buying to come in at open today? I thought we already confirmed that freaking retail's tapped out. They broke. IKEOM says it'd be great to get a commitment to withhold the rest of the 26 million shares until 2022 if their liquidity statement is true. Yeah, it really would. But I remember retards telling me when the 500 million shares were dropped that they also said they wouldn't be using the 50 million shares until 2023. Bullshit. There's just a bunch of fake confirmation bias out there. Everybody's going to say anything that makes everyone feel happier, that they think it might convince you to buy another stock, whether they're lying or telling you the truth. They think they're doing you a favor, so they will lie to you about everything. They will lie to you about everything because they're so desperate to win on AMC and GME that they won't even tell the truth no more. I am not bearish on AMC. Oh, are you bearish or bullish on AMC? Long term, I'm bullish on AMC. I have a great strategy on how to deal with the hedges manipulating your stock price on AMC and how to make 10,000% over the next year if that's how long this lasts, and make a fucking fortune if it ever squeezes. I offer all of that to my people. So I'm very bullish on AMC and GME and the diamond-handed movement, but I'm very bearish on the short-term looks until we hit the trampoline. And because they're liquidating stocks right now for no fucking reason, I know we are not at the bottom price. And I know that the bottom is still to come, and that when it comes, I'm going to bet big on AMC for sure. For sure. But the bottom has not yet come. They wouldn't be selling stocks. If they didn't sell any stocks, I would think we're at the bottom already. But they're selling stocks, and they got more to sell, so I know that we're not at the bottom. But why would they sell stocks if they are at the absolute richest they've ever been? Think about that, people. Think about that, people. More cash than they've ever had. Absolutely no debt obligations they cannot pay until at least 2023. Yet they want to fucking go out there and say and start selling stocks for $100 million when it's less than 10% of what they got in their bank account anyways. Where's the logic? There is no logic. If I have a collectible and it's only valuable to me and a few other people in this world, and some guy says he'll give me 10% of the value because of whatever reason, and I'm like, no, bro, I got $1 billion. Why would I sell this for 10% of its value? Like, that is what the AMC CEO and board is doing right now, and there's no logical explanation. There's a zero logical explanation. I'm begging for the explanation, and nobody has given me one. And so I'm convinced there is not one, and that they are absolutely actively working against us. And it is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting that anybody supports AMC or the executives. The only thing we should care about is the stock itself. Don't worry about the business. The business fundamentals literally have nothing to do with the stock. Maybe the long-term 1-year play, but we fucking looking for a squeeze here. And when you're looking for a fucking squeeze, you aren't worried about the fundamentals of a business. The squeeze has nothing to do with the fundamentals of a business. It's all about the short interest. It's all about recalling the stock. It's all about finding out the synthetic shares and what's the real numbers out there. And we're not doing any of that. Timber Therm Innovations. I'm really not trying to play any IPOs, but the rest of everyone else can see that. So if they want to go play it, that's fine. I'm only playing Riot because I've been watching it for 2 months. And this is a time where it bounced 25% in a day. And so I'm trying to play a 25% bounce. I bet some on this Friday to expire and next Friday to expire. Like, I'm literally expecting $40 today on Riot. Like, that's the only reason I played it. Because Bitcoin's going up a little bit, Riot was going down, and I know that they should somewhat be trying to find each other's number. And so I said, let's play it. That's what I'm talking about, IKEOM. What was the urgency of selling 150 million shares, or $150 million worth of shares last week or so, when they could have taken advantage of a massive price volatility and sold all 43 million to raise close to 4 to 10 billion during the squeeze? But even if they just wait till it goes to $15 or $20, like, there's no number that we know they could have, like, we know they could have sold these shares for more money had they wanted to. And the only thing them selling those shares did, the only thing it accomplished was lowering the price. It didn't give them more liquidity. It didn't make them healthier as a company. It didn't make their numbers look any better. The only thing it did was lower the AMC stock price. So fuck all of you who are trying to tell me I'm crazy for saying this. I'm trying to look out for you people, and you guys can't help but attack me because you're so desperate for confirmation bias, and I hate that. Tell the fucking truth. It's the way we win. If you aren't willing to tell the truth, we cannot win. Buying calls in the money is so gross, people. Let's try to see if we can do an example. Buying a call in the money is like trading stocks on leverage. There's no difference. And so as long as you got a leverage account, there's no reason to buy the option in the money. Let's take a look. Alright, I'm going to go look to see if I can find a banned account on YouTube after I do this real quick. But what I'm trying to show you, let's do SENS is the one that he told people to buy in the money options on last time. So it's at $1.92, right? So if I come in here and I go to select option and I look at, let's just say, the $1.50, right? So how much is it in the money? 42 cents, right? So it's 45 cents, right, is the mid price. So that means this is 47 cents, this is 42 cents or whatever. Okay, so that means the in the money value is exactly equal to the intrinsic value of the actual stock. $1.92 minus $1.50 is 42 cents. The mid price is 45 cents, so if you're trading at the mid price, you might be able to steal a penny or two. But for every contract that you buy at $1.50, you have $42 of intrinsic value, and that's you're paying $47 for the option. So if it goes up, your intrinsic value is growing into more intrinsic value dollar for dollar. So if you buy stock and then you go a little bit into margin because you are making money a little bit faster. So like for example, when this goes from $1.50 to $2, you're making 100% on your money. So when they're making 50% on their money, you're making 100% on your money. But all you got to do is make that happen is buy leverage on the stock, and now you're in the exact same spot. So why would you buy the option that could go out of the money and then expire, where the stock, you will at least always own the stock? If you're buying in the money options to trade, you're fucking handicapped and retarded. Trey is handicapped and retarded. I just proved it mathematically. Thank you. Thank you. And he can't sue me for defamation because I proved it mathematically. Like, that's the difference between me and Trey, is he lied about me. He lied about what he said about me. He gave an opinion that made people attack me. All my analytics got totally fucked since he made that video. And guess what? Everything I've said about Trey, all the crap I've talked on him, is either true or 100% opinion and nothing to do with reality. Like calling him a bitch, I'm allowed to call anyone a bitch. You don't get sued for calling someone a bitch. You can get sued for calling someone a bitch, but it doesn't mean that you're going to lose, right? You lose when you hurt people's money. I haven't hurt fucking Trey's money, except by telling the truth. They should have hurt his money, but people are too stupid to fucking know who's telling the truth and who's not. Good morning, Roy Amaral. I think Bitcoin 30-day cycle will peak in about another week. It will be 60K next week. Calls will print big on Riot. It's possible. I'm going to get out quick, though. As soon as I see profits, I'm getting out quick. I am not bullish long-term on Bitcoin, that is for sure. Short-term, I see how anything can happen. Market open in 5 minutes, people. AMC up 22 cents in after hours. 23 cents in after hours. Rocket Mortgage up 1%. Riot up 1.36%. UWMC up 1.27%. I'm going to try to hit that one up later, not right now. MVIS up 1%. Let's see which ones holds and which ones fall. Some of them are going to hold and some of them are going to fall. Let's see what happens. Alrighty. Matt Carter says, fuck the suits. God pill is the only way. Thank you, Mac. I appreciate that. That's some real shit right there. That's a real one right there, people. Come sign the petitions. Go to the description of the video. Sign the petitions to recall and recount the AMC and GME vote. The movement of the AMC vote in July and the deadline of the June 2nd is saying anyone that buys stock up until June 2nd will be able to vote on the July thing. So whether they ask for 500 million shares or 100 million shares, they're going to ask for more dilution, and they're trying to get their company back from you people. They don't like when you guys own their company. They don't like that you guys have the ability to fire them if they give themselves a fat bonus. They don't like none of it. And so they're trying to convince you guys in a pleasant way to give back their company to them. And I'm trying to save you from it. I'm trying. I'm doing everything I know to do. But I just don't know what else to do. Yeah, that's pretty messed up when you see different trading platforms have different prices on the same cryptos. Like, I can understand a small discrepancy, but any large discrepancies is fucked up. Because that is just hedging manipulation where they are collecting arbitrage because they know the prices are coming back to each other. AMC up 3.33% in after hours. AMC might have a little bump. Let's see. Let's see, AMC. You got it in you today? NVIS went back down to basically break even. SENS is in the red. Riot's up 1%. Rocket's up almost 1%. AMC almost up 4% now. 2 minutes still open. Let's see, people. Let's see what happens. The NASDAQ fell almost a full percent since earlier hours. I suspect it'll get pumped back up. Let's see. Matt Carter says, yeah, I talked to some old school swing traders yesterday about AMC. They were dumbfounded that it didn't sell off after hours, holding strong. I think they started buying calls for next week too after I showed them. Very cool. Very cool. It's good to see old traders, like people that actually have a clue, to see real information and act on it. Like, that shit gets me excited. When I see people that know shit about stocks or know shit about stocks but nothing about options, and then look at my information and like, fuck, now I understand options because I understand stocks so well, and they're not that different after all. I thought they were totally different, but now that someone explained it like a fucking kindergartner, it's fucking simple. Let's trade options. It's a beautiful thing. Market is open, people. AMC up 3.5%. Rocket up 0.5%. Riot up 1%. Tesla going down to red, it looks like. SENS up 1%. MBIS up 1%. Let's see what happens. 30 minutes. Prices are going to go crazy. Let's see what happens. Wow, my account's up $1,000 already, people. Let's see what's making money. Let's see if anything's making money. Maybe it's fake money. Like, sometimes your options get a little crazy without being real. Let's see if anything's printing right now. Let's see what's printing right now. It says I got $2,300 in my account right now, which is pretty cool. Because I only had 1,000 yesterday. Let's go. Log in today, bitch. Holy shit. Let's see. Are we actually making money today? Did I make 100% ROI today? That'd be amazeballs. Especially when I only bet like $200. Because I know it's not my puts printing. My puts is where all the $1,000 was hiding. And that's not printing. Let's go, bitch! What's wrong with my E-Trade? The fuck? Holy shit. What is going on here? So I got crazy fast internet. Like, I don't think anyone's ever had problems logging on to E-Trade with 200 download. What's my upload? That's plenty fucking fast. What the fuck is going on here, E-Trade? Don't fucking be glitching on me. You ain't allowed to glitch on me, bitch. No glitching, bitchin'. There we go. Launch. There we go. Alright. Let's see what is good. Mine eyes had seen the coming of the glory of the Lord. He is trampling in the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He had loosed his fateful lightning from his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Let's fucking go, E-Trade! What the fuck? You never glitch on me like this. Bah! Alright, well fuck you then. Guess I'm only working off my phone today. Riot's hitting red, Rocket's hitting red, AMC's hitting red, GME's hitting red, Tesla's hitting red. SENS, MBIS still a little bit green. Holy shit. Whatever monies I did have, they all disappeared just now. Give it to me, baby. Ah, 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 ah. And all the ladies say I'm pretty fly. Oh, right. Yeah. Hey. Noise. Tilray's paying me a little bit. I've made 100% on Tilray. Trading the $20 calls. And it's gone up 10%. Should have bet bigger on Tilray. It's okay. Interesting, interesting. Let's see what happens. Is the market gonna rally today or is it gonna crash? Is it gonna rally or is it gonna crash? Stupid E-Trade. Donna S. was having problems with E-Trade as well. Lee Marie says, I just found this channel. Think I like it. I get a little crazy sometimes, man. But, like, if you stick around for the good shit, nobody's got better research than I do. As long as you can handle my bad side, you'll love my good side. That's a fact. Riot just touching green again. I'm sure Rocket Mortgage is about to come back with it. Looks like NASDAQ headed back up. Riot back up 1%. Sending my Riot positions to no profit on that one. $2 of profit on that one. And that is it. So absolutely nothing yet. Tilray still running up to 11%. Qualud says, we all have our bad and bad sides. Stay up. Thank you, thank you. Riot up 2% now. I don't really start making money until it hits like 40 bucks. I should have bet lower numbers. I kind of felt like Riot was going to open up at like 15% positive though. Should have bet lower numbers. Guys, if you're trading options, the number one key to understand about options is that whatever price you think it's going to go to, if you bet that strike with the shortest amount of theta to get there, and then you hit, you'll make more money than anybody else. If somebody bet a higher strike and it didn't hit that strike, your strike pays more than their strike. If somebody bet a lower strike and it went to your strike pays more than the strike that's in the money now. You get more X's on your money than anybody else if you bet the right strike of the price that the strike goes to. And so what that means is, if you're looking at a stock and it's at $10 and you think it's going to $40, but you think it's going to happen $2 a day, then you should put all your money on the $12 strike, then all your money on the $14 strike, then all your money, and roll it over every single time if you wanted to make the maximum ROI. I hope that makes sense to you people. It's like the most important options knowledge you're ever going to learn. My opinions are pretty simple when it comes to AMC. I believe in the diamond-handed movement. I believe in the technical analysis of the trampoline bounces, and I believe that every time that we hit a bottom, that there is a bottom that the diamond handers are forcing, and every time it touches that bottom, it bounces up large the next day and for the weeks to follow. And we have seen that consistently 4 or 5 times on both AMC and GME. The only thing that I will say is that when I first got in, I thought that the squeeze could not be withheld for very long, and I thought it was any day that it was going to happen. My hopes on that are starting to be a little bit more conservative, and I got a new plan on how to play this. And I don't know why Options Profit Calculator is struggling so bad today. Normally, all of these prices would be filled in, and it wouldn't just have mid prices. Everything seems to be glitching today. I don't know what is going on. I don't know, people. Some things I know, some things I don't know. Alright, I don't love this option strat because I can only show you guys... Okay, add option, buy call, add option, buy put. Alright, so we're going to do January 2022 expiration. And basically what's going to happen is that you choose your middle price. So some people might think the mid price of AMC is $9, and they think that it could drop to $7 or $11. I personally think the mid price of AMC is $10, and that it could drop to $8 or go up to $12, and that the hedgies are going to keep it in that range until the squeeze. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an example as if we thought the middle was $9, but you know that I think the middle is $10. But I just want to show you guys an example. So basically, what we're going to do is, we know that these are $209 a piece, so that's $418. This $11 call is going to be $289. That's perfect. And then this $9 call I'm going to take down to, let's just say, I would do the $40 strike, but for whatever reason, it's telling me I gotta... There's definitely a $40 strike, but let's just go ahead and leave it right here for now. And so basically what happens with this is if we look at, let's say it hits the $8 mark, I lose $36, but it's not telling me how I lost the $36, which is also annoying. Very, very annoying. So basically when it comes down to $8, it says I lose 4.3%, but what's really happening is I'm losing $300, like, so I'm probably losing a couple $100 over on these sides, and then I'm making a couple $100 on this side. I cash this guy out when it hits the $7, and then I buy a call on the $9 strike. When it comes back to $9, I cash that out. I buy the $7 put again. Now I wait for it to go to the $7 or the $11. If at any time it squeezes, my $30 calls will pay way more than these two will lose or make. These will basically cancel each other out, and this will pay more than what people would make if they'd just been investing all this money into stocks. This will pay more. And so ultimately, because this has a year to expiration, we know that it's going to go down and up in the next 12 months unless it just squeezes to infinity. So this is my new strategy. Basically, I'm waiting for it to hit around $8, and then I'm going to buy AMC at $10 strike and $12 strike, and then as soon as it hits $10, I'll cash out the profits on the $10, and then come back and put that on the $8 puts, and that's going to be my new strategy moving forward. I'm trying to actually raise $100K this weekend to be able to do this with some real money. We'll see if I get to do that or not. Hopefully, Riot just goes up 100% and I make $20,000, $30,000, and yeah. Matt Carter says, getting into peak movie season to June and July. Get your popcorn ready. Matt Carter says, I have AMC up 5% right now. Wow, that's... No. I got AMC down 1.3%. What are you talking about? Jay Zay says, hey, got Bill, what's going on with VW Dry? I don't know. up 2.8%. Looks like it's got a lot of up and down movements. 52-week range says $28 is the low, but the low right now is $12.99. So E-Trade's fucking data on VWDRY is totally fucked up. I don't know why it'd say the low is $28 when the current price is $13. That's fucking weird. Are you guys saying my fucking E-Trade's glitching again? My E-Trade says AMC's down 1.5%. What the fuck? What is going on here, people? What is wrong with my E-Trade? There we go. Now I see it. There we go. E-Trade trading at AMC trading at 960, up 6.5%. GME I got down 0.4%. Riot I got up 1.8%. Rocket I got down 1.5%. MVIS up 3%. SENS up 3%. Interesting. Oh, snaps. Is this the great squeeze? 960 for AMC. If it just shoots to $12 right now, people will make so much fucking money. $12 is enough to fucking make some people start covering. Let's just jump to $12 right now. $2.50, all we need. Any good news today? Like anything to watch today? Federal Reserve talking or anything? Lots of people talking about AMC, of course. Of course. If AMC goes back to red today and we find out that they sold more fucking shares, I hope you guys get as angry as I've been already. I swear to God, if it goes back to red and we find out they sold more shares, hoo-wee. Look at this, 7% up. They could have sold all those 13, 17 million shares or whatever for fucking 7% more of their money had they just fucking waited one fucking day. What assholes. What fucking assholes. Selling their fucking stock for the absolute lowest price possible. Fucking douchebags. AMC at 965, up 7.22%. GME about to touch green. Riot's up 2%. Rocket's down 2%. Pack your space food, people. MRIs, MERs, what are they called? What are those little meals that the Salvation Army sells? MERs? MREs? MREs, I think. You pour the water in and it's like self-heating stuff and it's like survival food. Yeah, we all know about that. Everybody, UWMC is a stock everyone should be looking at. If you go look at that chart, the motherfucker is 15 cents from its absolute low in the last 12 months. And every time it touches this price, it gets a pretty decent bounce, whether it's a week or a day. Everyone should check out the stock called UWMC. I'm just saying it's at the lowest price. It's almost at the lowest price it's been in 12 months. And if that's not good technical analysis, I don't know what is. AMC at 952 right now, having a little bit of a pullback, but still doing way good on the day. Way better than anything else for the day, except for Tilray. Tilray's having a good day. Is Tilray still up? Tilray's up 12.5%. I got a little bit of money on that. Wish I would have put a little more. I'm up over 100% on my investment in Tilray off just a 12.5% bounce. That's what options do, people. If only we had some money to work with. Very nice, Matt Carter. Sounds like you got a good portfolio that's been hitting. Your Doge and Ether hit, and I didn't think they would. Congrats. I was wrong. You were right. Congrats. Huh. AMC back to 957. Connor Martin says Rocket got fucked. I don't know about that. I bought options not for this Friday, but for next Friday, so I still feel fine with Rocket. If Rocket doesn't bounce today, it'll bounce on Monday. Who cares? It can't go much lower than its 50. Like Rocket's basically at its 52 low also. Happy Friday, A-Rod. Happy Friday. Sir Dojalot says, hi, Johnny. I don't even see a Johnny in the chat. I forgot I was supposed to try to unban somebody from my YouTube studio. Then I go to settings. Then I go to community. Then I come down here. Alright, let's see what the name is. Plexel or Morty Smith. He says are the two possible names. Plexel or Morty Smith. It's weird how many people tell me that they are banned from my channel but are not on my ban list. There's a lot of people that fit that description. You're welcome, Mac. Sir Dogelot says Matt Carter is Johnny. Johnny Magic. Good morning, Ollie Rock. Ugh, somebody else just wants me to go through now. Supposedly saw his name. I'm looking for AF now. AOF, Arrow. DE. Yo-Yo C-Dub. JL. JTR. Where is Asian as fuck? AF. KD. JL. Ace 1. TR. Sky. NGC. Motherfuckers. NKAWIKO3. CT Mike B. Los Y. Doesn't look like Control F is helping me. It doesn't look like you're on my fucking list, bro. Just go create a new YouTube, all I can tell you. Does not look like there's an AF on my list. Tough titties. I'm done thinking about it. Lee Marie, I only think it will hit $1,000 a share if change.org and we sign these petitions. If we sign these petitions and we end up recalling the stock, I believe it will hit $1,000 per share. I really do. I really, really do. But if we don't do this part, then none of it matters. I think they will drag this out for another year and we'll be lucky to hit 40. Sign these fucking petitions, people. It's pathetic. Nobody will sign them. Jay-Zay, the people I gave the money will have to pay the taxes on it. It is not my responsibility to pay the taxes on it. The people that got the money will pay the taxes on it, not me. That was agreed to before they gave me their money. So I am doing just fine. I got no debts. I don't got a lot of money, but I got no debts. I got nothing to worry about. Nothing's looming over my head that I can't afford, so it would be nice to get a little spending cash so that we can invest some monies, but we will see what happens. Rocket Mortgage is 10% away from its 52-week low. That's interesting. Pro Magu Travis McGill says, why and how much did you give away? I didn't get invested till AMC and GME until February 1st. I called my sister and asked her to give me $100,000 that I could trade because I just knew I was going to make money. February 24th and 25th, I turned $10,000 into $1 million. I turned the remaining $60,000 of the $100,000 that I had into like $250,000. I cashed out a bunch of it, and I sent my girl $100,000, my sister $100,000, my brother $100,000, and my other brother $25,000. And then I invested and lost the rest, and I've lost a little more since then. And I plan to invest even more. EOB just lost $3K in options. He sucks so bad, everyone should sue him. Sue him for losing his own money. How dare he? How dare he ruin our Diamond Anda movement and lose his money? He doesn't have the right to lose his own money and trade it how he feels is right. How dare he? That's literally how people treated me. People act like I was a paper hander because I lost my money on AMC and GME options. People acted like it made me a paper hander. Fuck them. Fuck those pussies. I missed it by a fucking day. Little bitch asses. You know they just lost money and they can't stand losing money because they're little pussies. And they fucking gotta come and cry and yell at me about it and act like it's my fault. Lee Marie, I gave her $100,000 plus $100,000 in profit. She got her investment plus $100K back. In 2 months. 100% ROI in 2 months. And honestly, like, mathematically, they didn't necessarily deserve that much either, because if you count the amount of money that was in stocks that was their money versus the options that wasn't all their money, like, yeah. I feel like everyone got enough. I mean, granted, the money that we lost after the fact, since we made the money, kind of hurt. I'm trying to make some money back, try to get my brother some money back, because one of my brothers who has money, like, he's already decently wealthy. He had $500,000 in the bank when all this was going down. He did give me back $100,000, so it would be nice to make him back some money. But he knows what we were investing in, and he still has another $25,000 in $40 AMC, so if AMC hits $40, he'll make way more than anything he's invested in. And he's not down any money. Just the money that I gave him as profit, he put back in, and we unfortunately lost that. So, right now, my family's doing fine. It could be better, but everyone's fine. I'm the worst out of all of us financially, and I'm not in trouble at all. Like, I got no troubles whatsoever, and financially, I'm in the worst spot. So, don't worry about me. Don't worry about my family. Everybody's doing well. Life is okay on our side of things. We are more interested in AMC and GME than we are about simple little pennies of losses. Because as you guys know, this million I made in February is not my first million. It will not be my last million. The information I've given away on YouTube since I've made that million is worth a lot more than the money that I've lost trading. So A-Rod93 says, you'll make it back plus some. I agree. Thank you for that positive energy. We could use all the positive energy we could get. GME touching green. AMC at 7.12% at 9.64. Rocket Mortgage at 18.50. UWMC at 7.15. Another 13 cents away from its absolute bottom. If it breaks below that bottom and I have some profit somewhere else, I will be cashing out and throwing it into UWMC on the $7 strike. If it breaks below $7, I will be betting big on the $7 strike with at least probably 2 weeks to expire because the options are super, super cheap in UWMC. And then I'll be looking to cash out UWMC between $8 and $10 probably, just because that's where it looks like about maybe like $8 and $9. And I should be able to make maybe 6, 7, 8x on my money if it happens. Lee Marie says, do your girls like girls? I'm not sure I understand that. I don't have what. Do your girl like girls? Do my girl like girls? Oh, my sister, a real one. Your sisters didn't. Oh, I see what you're saying. Your sister didn't want more money than she gave you back. Oh, damn, that's awesome. Gotcha. Do your girl like girls? Are you saying is my sister into girls because she got money? Nah, she married and 3 kids. EOB says, can you explain exactly what options you turn 10K into 1 million? I sure can. If you guys haven't taken the channel to look at my YouTube channel, taking the time to look at my YouTube channel, it's all in there somewhere. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I feel so weird. Yesterday, suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Alright, guys, here we are.
I hope it rallies and I make it up to like those. And so I'm going to do a little video on options contracts. And basically, I thought there was going to be a bunch of companies that were going to blow up. But then I found a chart that like really went over the volume if you go look at my other videos. And the only 4 companies I could really find that had the volume to match my thesis that didn't have the sell-off was GameStop, AMC, and then also Sundial and Naked. And so do what you want with Sundial and Naked, but like I'm just going to focus on GameStop and AMC. And ultimately, I'm going to show you how to play this so that you can make a lot of money, cash out as you go, and also bet on the volatility while maintaining the whole time that you think it's always going to go up, up, up forever and ever and ever, basically creating a little net so you don't ever have to sell. And so let's go ahead and take a look at a couple things that I have. So here's my portfolio. I got 10,000 shares.
Back in February 24th, this was my portfolio. 10,000 shares of AMC. And then I created a small ladder of calls and then a couple, like basically calls and puts of super deep out of the money on both sides so that when it moves, I can see the profits. And so I invested $100,000 2 weeks ago, and basically, I invested in 7 companies. When AMC and GME dropped just massively over the last 2 weeks, I sold out all the other positions I had where I didn't make or lose really anything. And I just quadrupled down on AMC and GME. Options, shares, all the good stuff. And now you can see what it says on my account. Pretty freaking sweet. Basically it went to 200,000 when it was up 30% GME at like 1:50 p.m. today, and then maybe like 1:40, 1:50 p.m. it went from 30% to 100%, and that's when I went from like 200,000 to this number right here. I was actually at like 650,
And then they've halted the stock. But at least this time they halted it. Like, they really didn't halt the stock. They actually, well, they did halt the stock. But the price of the stock was still there, while the price of the options were zeroed out.
So the difference between this halting and the last halting was the last halting is when they allowed people to sell and crash the price, so people didn't get to cash out their options. This time they closed it to where there was no buying or selling, so my option value got a hold until the next day so I could cash out.
The after hours of AMC, it was 30%, and the after hours of GME was 100%. So if that does happen tomorrow at open, this 535,000, which grew from 75,000 today, will probably be worth, I don't know, somewhere between 3 to 10 million. I hope it rallies and I make it up to like whatever I have. I'm basically going to cash out 10% at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and
I ended up cashing out
I
a lot
hope
more
that I have 100 million by 10.
I was shooting for 3 to 10 million, but they halted the stock at 170 for GME, and I only reached like 1.2 million.
A.m. tomorrow. And so look at this. Like, all these things, they costed me nothing.
Okay, so this one was $100, and it was worth $16.25, and it was a $30 call on AMC.
So this one, cost basis of 2 pennies. Cost value of $100, so it's $200, and I'm at $1,500 profit on that one. This one,
$828, $7,000.
one cost me 2 pennies.
This is AMC going up 20%, people. This is just AMC going up 20%. I turned $800 into $7,300.
2.4 pennies, and there's 348 contracts. So it's a cost value of $828, and I'm at $7,300. So there's 10 times on the money there. That's going to be probably 100 times tomorrow. What else do we got here? This one hasn't really done anything yet because it's so deep out of the money. But if tomorrow goes up 100%, that one's going to skyrocket. Same with that one.
That one, 975 to 9,900, all with the same 18% movement.
Oh no, those were puts. That's why.
No, not that
so
one.
I basically bought super deep out of the money puts. So if it crashes 50% tomorrow, then I'll actually make money. I mean, I'll lose money from these guys that I'm making money on, but I'll still make money. Like, I won't be down from what I was yesterday. But we'll get more into that later. And so then I bought this option. So basically I bought a ladder of options. And as they get in the money, I'm going to sell them and buy more shares. Ultimately, I just want to consume as many shares as possible. And I'm going to go all to AMC. And then I'm going to transfer all of them into GME once
That was the plan, but then they halted the stock, and my mind got all fucked up, and then I went deep into options because I didn't get the 10 million that I was shooting for.
AMC reaches to the same level or higher of GME, then I'm going to move all my shares of AMC to GME. Then
So
let's take a look at my
GME portfolio. I got 1,000 shares of GME at this point.
My GME. So I got 1,000 shares here. Looks like I'm doing pretty good on that. I'm $50,000 in, up to 91,000. Then
look at that one. So this is the one that I had. That was the number one trade. I ended up closing this the next day at like $480,000 for $3,160. This was my single best trade. Out of all of my trades, this one made the most X's on the dollar. This made like 160 X's on its money. And this was from AMC just going up, or GME going up 103%.
Oh, this one's beautiful.
$3,252,000.
Into $252,000.
The next day, when GME went from $100 or $91 to $170, this $250,000 grew to $550,000.
What is that, guys? Is that a 100x almost? So like 75x? That's pretty sick. This is a one. So this is one.
$75 into $1,500. Just one contract on the $150 strike.
Cost for $75. I paid $75 for this guy, and it's worth $1,500. Whew! And it's going up 100% tomorrow. Those are going through the roof. They're not even in the money yet. That's crazy. Oh man.
These ones were
700 to 297.
That doesn't make sense. That's weird. Oh,
let's see. No. So this one I'm down right now. That's okay. Oof.
Look at that one. That's a good one. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of them real
$1,200,
quick.
$40,000. That's what I'm talking about. What else we got here? Oh, those are puts. So that's ooh, my puts are actually in the money. That's cool. Let's go back. So let's see what this guy is. Ooh,
Look at these
$350
$800
up to
calls
18.
I had. These $350 to $18,000. These are my $800 calls when GME's only at $91. If these $800 calls hit, these things were going to pay me $100 million. But of course they halted the stock. And of course they halted the stock 20 more times for the next 3 weeks after this, which is why I lost all my money. Richard Jacobs says, my dad has an annual type 1 diabetes benefit where he has a Beatles tribute band perform. That's pretty sick. We love the Beatles. How's GME moving up with no volume? Because it's bouncing off a trampoline. Lee Marie says, that was genius. Thank you. A-Rod93 says 75X dirty. You didn't see what happened the next day. The next day was even better. I ended up cashing that one out for 170X. Big Mike says, respect, Godpill. Thank you, man. I know I lost a lot of money, but fuck, man. Like, how many people actually ever made the money? How many people had the balls to actually make the bets at the right time? I mean, it's hard for me to hate myself when I know that I lost due to unnatural market halts. Like, if you lose to unnatural market halts, like, man, it's really hard to blame yourself. I know that I should, and I know that I should be worried more about my family, and that it would be so nice if my family had $1 million right now and all that different stuff. But I'm telling you, people, if I settled for $1 million, this world wouldn't change. If I just settled for my own happiness, this world's going to stay the same. So I got to keep moving. I got to keep going. $1 million ain't enough. I need the real money. I need the money to where when I have an idea, I can pursue that idea with no limitations. That's the type of money I'm looking for. If it's wrong and I waste money, like I waste money and I'm wrong on something, that's fine. But like I hate when I have ideas and I can't get to the end of the idea because I lack the resource. I fucking hate that. And it's never going to happen to me again one day. One day I will get my monies. One day I may not even need the monies. Honestly, I might be so inclined universally with universal knowledge that the money no longer matters. And by the time that I have access to get all the money, I'll probably just be giving it away to everybody. Or at least building for things to give away to people. Because I'm not always about giving people cash. Like, I like giving poor people cash, but people that are just down on their luck that need a help for a week or something, I'd rather pay their bills because those are the type of people that always find a way to spend the money that they borrow from you. The poor people... The poor people, I think they're the people that saved this world. The Beatles song that says Let It Be doesn't say when all the middle class people come together and save the world. It says when all the poor people come together. When all the people that have the lowest lows and the highest highs come together. All the people, like the middle class are the people that love their family and try really hard to like be the best person they can be, and they deserve a lot of respect because this world does not promote them or does not try to make them out to be the good guys. So I'm not trying to talk down on anybody, but there is a difference between a person that's willing to basically keep his mouth shut for the greater good of his family and all that other stuff versus the person that will literally sacrifice and bet everything he has on something over and over and over again and end up homeless and end up hungry and end up lonely and all this shit over and over again because they're not satisfied, they're not content with life. Like, those are the people that go broke, those are the people that have it the worst, and those are the people that are going to change the world. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Ollie Rock 13 says, I must have missed it along the way, but what happened to all the Pixies music? So Kim Deal supposedly is the one that's bored rich and comes into the chat. But basically, not all Pixie music is written by her. So I thought when she told me I could play Pixie music, that it meant that like she had bought the copyrights or somehow she ended up with the copyrights. But I guess that only applies to the music she's written. And that's just too difficult for me. She keeps saying just look at the copyrights on YouTube, and when I go to a YouTube channel, like, nothing jumps out at me. I don't know which copyrights are hers. It doesn't say a name of a guy or a Kim or a girl, so I just don't know. Don't know, don't care. Riot up 4.28%, 4.39%. Yeah, I'm still down a shit ton of money on my $40 strike for today. The one that expires today. I'm up 25% on the one that expires next week. AMC down to 952, but still way up on the day. Not bad. AMC up to 955, up 6% right now. Jay-Zay says plans for the weekend. Definitely buying some more weed, get some green. Trying to raise $100,000 for GME, AMC, the little trampoline bounce thing that I'm going to be playing. And then I'm sure me and my girl will go grab some brunch or something. We like brunch on the weekends for sure. Take our dog to the park. I don't think I'll be boxing this weekend, but maybe next weekend. Riot up 5.5% now. God damn, Godpill called that one. God damn, Godpill called that one. Like, if you would have bought in at the low of yesterday, you're up 11% right now on Riot. That's some big money right there if you bought in at the bottom. When Riot was at 32, if you bought in at 32. Jay-Zay says, have you recovered yet? Yes. My muscles feel great. I feel like I could box right now. There's only one spot on my rib where it's like my upper rib cage, like right here, where there's a slight bruise I can still feel. But, like, nothing that would stop me from moving or fighting or anything else. So I feel totally ready to get back in the ring or anything else. But not necessarily ready professionally, right? Like, so Like, I mean, I'll be happy to put on gloves and go box anybody. I don't really care. But, like, I also want to get better at this. I don't just want to go in swinging like a crazy man. I want to actually get professional. And so, what I'm getting at is now that I'm feeling better, rather than maybe going and hurting myself again for a week, I think I might rather get started on my workout stuff. And so, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, I'll like to do my maxes that I have on my Excel sheet that I have planned out. So basically, I'm going to max out on push-ups, sit-ups, planks, squat jumps, wall push-ups, and pull-ups. And then record all of it. And then I got my goals here. I got my records here. We're going to track how many weeks it takes to get to my old records. And then how many weeks it takes to get to my goals. And then once I get to my goals, I'm going to be trying to pick up every professional fight that I can get. Because I feel like if I can do this right here, I will destroy anybody on this earth. If I can reach these numbers right here, I will destroy anybody on this earth. I truly feel that way. And none of these numbers are crazy. A 4:31 mile is fast. That's college speed. But anyone that tries gets there. 1/4 sub 50 seconds. That's fast. Anyone in college that tries gets there. 2 miles sub 10:30. High school gets there all day. Push-ups, 150. Olympians, gymnasts, all those types of people, they do hundreds and hundreds without stopping. 150 is nothing. I used to be able to do 60, 70 at a time. And I've never really been strong, not push-up wise. Sit-ups, 250 without stopping, preferably also under 2 minutes. No, not under 2 minutes, probably 3 minutes. Maybe 4. Because I remember in 7th or 8th grade, I had the school record for most, like, they did spirit competitions, 7th graders versus 8th graders versus 9th graders. And in 7th grade, I beat all the 8th graders and 9th graders in most sit-ups in 2 minutes. And it was like 125 sit-ups in 2 minutes. And so, I mean, I don't really care about the time. As long as the 250 is non-stop without, like, slowing down, then I'm happy. However long it takes, it takes. But I definitely want to get at least back to where I was as a kid. Because right now I don't think I can do more than 50 sit-ups without, like, cramping up. Planks, I'd like to be able to go like an hour and just chill on the plank and act like it's nothing. Squat jumps, if I could do 500 squat jumps where I'm reaching to the ceiling and jumping as high as I can, and like even if I'm dead at the end of it, if I can do 500, like there's just no doubt in my mind that I will not get tired in a fight. Wall push-ups, 50. That's probably a low number just because I know my brothers used to be able to do 50 wall push-ups, and so I never done more than maybe 20, 25. What did I put over here? I put 12. I'm pretty sure I've done 20, but it could be wrong. It might be 12. But I've seen my brothers do 30, 40, 50, so if they can do it, I can do it. Granted, they don't go all the way up, all the way down like I do, but still, I still think I should be able to do it. Pull-ups, I've definitely done 23 without letting go of the bar, so it's like hanging, rest, and then pull, pull, pull. I think I can get to 50, and if I can do 50, I'll be stronger, like... Very, very few people can do 50 pull-ups, especially strict pull-ups. So, that's what I plan to do this weekend. Lee Marie says, isn't AMC doing a share count June 2nd? No, Lee Marie, they are not. They are not. The June 2nd deadline is anyone that owns shares by then will be able to vote for the July meeting. And we don't know what's going to be on the July proposal yet. They haven't announced what's on the July proposal. But June 2nd, you have to own stock by June 2nd to be able to vote in July. And so that's what the June 2nd thing is. But they're still not counting the synthetic shares between the real shares. Like, remember when that doctor lady went on the Super Stonk AMA and she said that the votes aren't coming in accurately because there's more votes than there are shares? And that there's nobody that's doing a good job of, like, creating a blockchain type mentality that proves 100% exactly how many shares there are and how many votes there should be? That is what the June 2nd thing is nothing to do with counting how many shares there are, nothing to do with synthetic shares, nothing to do with anything that helps us with the squeeze. JZ says, good shit, are you working on the nutrition too? I mean, basically I'm going to focus on water and hydration. I do that better than anyone I know. I'm going to focus on, like, I have a lot of protein shake things that I bought. My girl cooks me steaks and chicken every other day. And we have protein bars and stuff. And so to start, I'm just going to focus on protein. I'm not too worried about getting all the nutrition that I need. I'm a firm believer that it's a lot more about what you do than a lot more about like what you don't put in your body. Like I'm convinced that you can eat bad stuff as long as you do all the good stuff too, you know? And so the people that go over and beyond because they think that they got to be absolutely perfect, they reach perfection, I think they're slowing themselves down mentally by setting these limitations on their brain, and basically every time they fuck up on something, they like feel guilty about it, and it literally holds them back from being their best version because they don't like. When I read the Bible tells me don't worry about the fucking food you put in your body, just like putting good food in your body and don't overeat. Work out, be healthy, all those good things. Just don't be a fucking retard about it, you know? And so I'm sure I can like improve my diet, and someday I'm sure I'll want to do it. But right now, like I'm not the healthiest person in the world, except for when it comes to water. And so I'm gonna focus on things that I know are good. I'll probably try to weed out some more of the bad habits I have. But I mean, I quit smoking cigarettes September 23rd, 2020. So all things are possible, right? All things are possible. Alexander fan signed 32 minutes ago. So did Kelly Jenkins. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, people. We appreciate you. Let's start a riot. A riot. Come on, Riot. I need 10 more % out of you. 10 more %. Let's get you to $39, Riot. $39 today, 50 on Monday. That will pay me $10,000 at least, I think. AMC still holding at 955, up 6.02%, 6.11%, 6% even. GME just fucking holding with absolutely no volume, going for a new record low volume day. Holy moly, it's been an hour since market open and it still doesn't have a million in volume. That's fucking nuts, people. AMC actually has decently low volume as well. I mean, it looks like it's going to probably hit 60 million today, but it's still pretty low, considering all the hype that it had yesterday and everyone acting like it was game over yesterday. Guys, when it's game over, you'll see AMC's volume go back to 300 million. That's when it's game over. That's when we go back to $35 a share. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. There's probably some money to be made on the NASDAQ with that 1.36%. Let's see what the NASDAQ does with $5. Oof. It's going to be a lot of money. Fuck. The QQQ has an option symbol that trades a lot like the NASDAQ. And fuck, there's money to be made on the short-term expiration options. If I would have put my Riot money inside of the NASDAQ, I probably would have done better. And honestly, connection in my head, I was connecting the NASDAQ and Riot together. I was expecting the NASDAQ to go up 1%, and I should have fucking bet on that instead of Riot. God damn it. Ah, well. If Riot still goes to 40, it won't be a bad call. But if it doesn't, then I should have done the NASDAQ. I'll hit it next time. Everybody, the S&P 500 is at record highs, all-time record highs. Same with the Dow Jones. All-time record highs. The NASDAQ, although, is about 20%. It looks, no. 1,000, okay, no. So, 1,000, 14,200, so it's 400 points away. So 400 points, so 1% would be 130. So it's about 5% away, 4% away from its record high. So the NASDAQ is about 4% away. So basically, I'm expecting the NASDAQ to hit a record high before we see the great market collapse. So if the market collapses around the corner, the NASDAQ got to go up another 3 or 4%. So that might be something you guys want to bet on in the next couple weeks. Just an FYI. But the Dow and the S&P are already at record-breaking highs, world time, all-time highs ever. Today was that day for both of them. And they're both just off the high right now. AMC up 9.65, up 7.11%. Rocket down 3%. SCNS and NVIS are both up 4.5%. Tesla up 2.5%. Let's see if optionsprofitcalculator.com is working so everyone can see the strategy that needs to be played. It's an important strategy, people. The squeeze, I personally do not think will happen. I think we'll see ups and downs. I think we'll see lots of trampoline bounces. I think we'll see a lot of hedging manipulation in the future. And I think that will continue until retail is making more than they are losing. Until you guys are making more money off this movement than we are losing, they will not let the squeeze happen, because that means they're making more money than they're losing, and so it's worth the headaches. Every time they lose control of the price and they lose a bunch of money on options, it's worth it because they make way more long term than they're losing. So, how can you play them and beat them and don't care where they go with their money or what they do, and you're going to beat them no matter what? How can you do this? Let me show you. Let me show you. So first, we're going to do only 2022, just to give you an example of what it looks like. We're going to assume that the middle price is $10, and that right now it's at $10. I know that it's not exactly at $10, but we're going to assume that it was. So I do $8. I do an $8 put. Sorry. $8 put, $12 call. And then I'm going to calculate this guy. And basically what you're going to see is that if we come down to $8... Oh, actually, hold on. I want to have more money in the put than I do the call when looking at the $8 and the $12, because the $12 call makes more profits than the $8 puts. And so because there's more money on the $12 call for $2.92, what I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to do 2 contracts of this, and then now it's going to be about equal. And so what's going to happen is if it comes down to $8, my $2 puts, or my 2 puts for $600 is what I'm going to be able to cash it out for. So I paid, this is saying I paid $546. It should be making a little bit more than just that much money. Because if this is losing all that money, if this is going from $292 to $193, so that's a $100 loss. This is going from 107 to 64. So that's $50 loss. It's $150 loss. Okay. And then we make 70 bucks. So we make 60 bucks off this guy, something like $60 off this. So we make about 10%. So you'll make about 10% off your $8 puts. So you're going to cash out right here for your 10% profit. Then you're going to put that 10% profit, the profit plus the whatever was in it, at the $10 call. When it goes back to $10, you're going to cash that out for a profit and then come back in and buy the $8 put. And then every time it's either going to hit $12 or $8, whether it's 1 week or 1 month, it doesn't fucking matter because you're betting on 2022 expiration options and you're just looking to collect 10 to 20% every time it bounces $2 one direction or the other. If at any time it squeezes and you have that $40 strike, let's see what happens if it hits $40. You're making 400 times on your money, 3 times on your money, which is the same amount. So if it goes from $10 to $40 and somebody has $100,000 in stock, they're going to have $400,000 in stock. You would have the exact same amount of money as them investing exactly how I'm showing you here. If you want to make more than them, then all you got to do is keep your legs going like this one right here and add a little bit larger factor to the $40 puts or $40 calls. Sorry. So I can do like 3 contracts here. Now when I do it, boom. Now I'm making double what anybody would make in the stocks if it hits in the first month. If it squeezes in the next month, I'm making double what the stockholders would make. And I'm still going to make 10% up and down, up and down, up and down, and just collect those profits as long as it takes. Now, if you want to get a little bit aggressive, you don't need to wait for a month of expiration. You can do 1 month, you can do 2 months. And so let's just say I go June 25th expiration, and let's say I do the $12 strike. And then let's say I do the June 25th expiration, and I do the $8 puts. Now when I calculate this, guess what? When we go to $8, oh, let's make sure we got the right number of contracts first. Yeah, that looks fine. The only thing I'm going to do is change this guy to 1 because now we're investing way less money. Let's try it one more time. Okay, so now if it squeezes and goes to 40, I'm making 3 times as much as what anyone's making in the stock. If it comes down to $8, my $222 has grown into $288. So my $60 of a net invested of $500. So now I'm making 11% on all total investments. When it goes down and then back up, I make another 10, 20%. If it goes up to $12, let's see how much that's saying I make. That's saying my $128 grew to $247. So now I'm making 30% on the times that it goes up to $12 instead of down to $8. And because it's at $9.50 instead of $10, it's underperforming the $8 profits and overperforming the $12 profits because it's saying $3.50 to $12 and $1.50 to $8. But if this was in the middle, then these prices would be a little bit more even by making the puts almost double what the calls are. So that's the ratio that I would use. And then however comfortable you need to fill, just load up on the $40 strikes just in case the squeeze happens and make sure your numbers are going to pay as much as you need them to pay. Does that make sense, everybody? Guys, if you haven't done it yet, please come check out my petitions. They're in the description of the bio of the video. One of them's for GME, one of them's for AMC. It's to recall the shares and force the shorts to cover. It will give us a true number on the number of synthetic shares in the market, and it will force the shorts to cover. And then it will squeeze the people shorting the options. It will force them to buy in, and it will skyrocket the price. It truly will. You can also read this news article which tells you about recalling stocks and when it's caused squeezes in the past. But it's a sure math problem that anyone can accomplish. All we got to do is do it. All we got to do is do it. You can do it. Chop his fucking head off. Ring! I think I just got a subscriber. Thank you. Jeremy Broody. Appreciated. Much appreciated. The thing I just showed you with AMC also works on GME. The only difference is my numbers are 150 is my bottom for GME, 175 is my mid for GME, and 200 is my top range for the trampoline bounce for GME. And then, obviously, if you want to load up on the 950 strikes on 2022, it sounds like a winner to me. Sounds like a winner to me. Alright, guys. Well, I'll probably come back in a little bit. I just wanted to come and talk to you guys for a little bit, let you know that I'm not a shill, and that video last night doesn't mean that I don't think AMC's a good bet. It just means I think the suits are working against us. I think the suits are working against us. What up, Visual? Haven't seen you in a minute. How you been? Couple days. Any final thoughts before I go, people? Any final thoughts before I go? Very good, Visual. I think if you just watched today's video, you'll probably be caught up on everything. You'll know what you need to know. Maybe yesterday's video, actually. When I say yesterday's, I mean the one right before market close. Because that one I bought a couple of the old meme stocks, a couple of crazy options for like 20, 30 bucks a piece. Just because I had $200 to waste in my account. So, yeah. Rocket Mortgage looks like a good play right now. UWMC looks like a good play right now. I bet some money on Riot. Obviously, AMC's crushing. GameStop obviously could go any day. And then, yeah. MVIS is up to 7%, guys. It's like Trey might get some redemption in there after all. Where that hero war cry at? That hero war cry. What is God's war cry? Man. What is God's war cry? Like my Godzilla cry? You guys King Apes and I Godzilla? I weaponize your guys' axe to kill the freaking Mecha Godzilla. Mine eyes have seen the coming of the glory of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Nicola discloses new SEC subpoena. Market talk. Mine eyes had seen the fires. What is it? Mine eyes? No, it's. I've seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They builded him an altar in the evening dews and damps. In the lilies across the ocean, Christ was born across the sea, with the glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. That's the truth right there. That's the real Jesus power. The real Jesus power is the power that ignites the power inside of the other people's bosoms. That energy, I don't know how to give it to you, but I know once you find it, you never want anything else. Once you find it, you never want anything else. YY says, can you show us some bars? You look like you could rap. I cannot rap, people. Phineas says, recap about Suits trying to steal AMC. I got you, Phineas. All right, so check this out. If I'm a wealthy individual, which I'm not, because I'm an idiot and I lost all my money in options. But if I was a wealthy individual, guess what I would do? If I had something that was worth money, but like somebody wanted to buy it for cheaper, do you think I would sell it, Phineas? Would I sell something if I'm a wealthy individual, which I'm not, but if I was, and then I got something that I think is worth $1 million, would I sell it for $500,000 if I already have $10 million in the bank? Can you answer that question before I continue my DD on why I think they're trying to steal it from us? Would you sell something for $500,000 if you felt it was worth $1 million if you already had $10 million cash in your bank? Yes or no, Phineas? Hold, he says, no sell. What to sell? I don't even know the word sell. It's not in my vocabulary, he says. Okay, so how is the AMC CEO going to come onto the call yesterday and tell us that he got more cash in his business bank account than he's ever had in 101 years, but then also tell us that he increased his cash reserves by 10% by selling his stock for $100 million at the cheapest possible fucking price? Somebody tell me, why did AMC sell their stock for the cheapest possible price if they got more cash than they know what to do with? What are they raising cash for if they don't have any debts to fulfill until 2023? Somebody explain it to me. Because there's not a chance in this universe that if I am in his situation, I would have made the same move. Not a chance in the universe. I would have at least waited for it to go up to 10% that I knew was going to go up in the next week like it did today. I would have at least waited for the trampoline bounce before I sold my shares. Fear value is so retarded, wants to call me dumb rather than explaining why somebody would sell their shares for absolutely nothing. Phineas, they're not buying another chain. They would have announced that at the earnings call yesterday. They just told you they got money in the bank to freaking pay their debts till 2023. They didn't say they're doing anything with it. Bye-bye, fear value. You're clearly not a human being. You're clearly a demon that hates Jesus. You're trying to tell Jesus to go kill himself, but guess what? Jesus don't listen to demons. He cast the demons out. Bye-bye, you little bitch. You clearly didn't want to have a real conversation. If you wanted to have a real conversation, you would have spoke real words. You wouldn't be accusing me of being on drugs, you little pussy. Andy C says, what if they are getting bought out? Andy C, they can't be getting bought out. There's only 10% of shares that they can dilute. We own 80% of the float. If they dilute everything, we still own 70%. They can't be bought out. The only way they can be bought out is if we sell our shares. Come on, people. If Amazon tries to buy AMC right now, it would have to go to a vote for the shareholders because we fucking own it. AMC doesn't have the right to accept the sellout. We own it. It's got to go to the shareholders. I'm telling you, people, I don't think this runs the squeeze. I think that it's going to slow the squeeze down, but I do think that we win this long term. I just don't think that the CEO is trying to help you out. That's it. It's simple. The math checks out. Until somebody can prove me wrong, I'm going to know that I'm right. Because, like, the math is simple and it checks out. There's no universe where it makes sense of what they did. No universe. They sold yesterday and now it's up 8.5% today? That means it should have gone up 20% today and they sold it yesterday to hold it back 10%. Come on, people. Think about it. Why is it that my math checks out, but everyone comes in and calls me a shill and they never have math to back it up? Why is it, people? Do you think that hedgies are coming in to call me shills? Or do you think it's the broke bitches that are so desperate and everything needs to be confirmation bias, otherwise they get mad and call you a shill? It's one of those two things. It's broke bitches that got very small investments in this and they're just hoping to get rich and they're just super desperate and they sit at home and they got $100 invested right now and they think they're going to make $1 million like some fucking retard. Right? Or it's a fucking hedgie getting paid to fucking throw out FUD. Those are the only two explanations. This is fucking bullshit. I shouldn't be able to fucking deal with this shit. AMC at 969. Nice. It was up to 975 earlier. It's at 971 right now. Up 8%. 7.94%. 8% at 972. Let's go AMC. Bored Rich, I thought you weren't in AMC. I thought you said you were GME only. No, if they sell the 20 million, then that means we go from 7% down to back to $9.50 or $8 a share. Selling of the shares, diluting our shares can only hurt the stock price. It could never help the stock price. When people say, oh, GME diluted and then the share skyrocketed, it's because they would have skyrocketed more had they not diluted. They are shoots trying to hurt your share price, I promise. I promise they're trying to hurt your share price. They are not helping you. If you trust the suits, if you trust the people that went to Harvard, you're fucking retarded. The people that went to Harvard are only looking out for the people that went to Harvard. It's a big club and you ain't in it. You ain't in it. Even though I know all the things that they wish they knew, even though I could help them make them money for the last 10 years, they've been slamming the door in my face saying, nah, you don't know how the world works. Nah, we won't listen to you because you're not polite enough. Nah, we won't listen to you because you don't know your fucking place. And you need to learn today, little boy. That's what I've been getting told for a fucking decade by these suits. By the people that went to Harvard. By the people that think they know better. By the people that have never learned a universal truth in their entire fucking life. Everything they've learned is something that a human has taught them. If a human has taught you what you fucking know, you don't know shit. What I know, God taught me. I learned it from the fucking universe. I begged for information, and I searched for it, and I trialed and errored, and I tripped all over my fucking self until I found it. And then I fucking found it, and now I'm right about almost everything, and everyone else seems to be wrong about almost everything. And it's fucking annoying. It's fucking annoying that I get to go on Reddit and deal with this fucking bullshit of getting called a fucking shill because I'm the one fucking trying to do real shit to make the squeeze happen tomorrow. While nobody else does shit, I'm fucking trying over here, and look at this shit. Fucking most controversial fucking page on fucking Reddit. This thing's been as high as 31 likes, as low as 16 likes, and it just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Look at the fucking comments on this shit. Let's go to anything that says somebody they just signed. Holy moly. That's interesting, people. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, fuck. Okay, so look. This guy says, done. Good communications. And then got the negative 11 downvotes. And then says, edit, or maybe not, F. Now I'm uncertain. Let's see if this Wimpy Reef one says, signed. Negative 11 downvotes for signing my fucking change.org thing. Signed. Negative 10 downvotes. Signed. Edit. Holy downvote, man. The fuck? Negative 14 downvotes. Like, they're like, what the fuck's going on here? This thing is clearly only good news, but for some reason, Reddit's fucking shill talk. Negative 14 downvotes. This is r/GME. Guess what? r/Superstomp removed the whole page and said, no change.org petitions here. Trust in Ryan Cohen. Don't try to do anything on your own. Don't try to make the squeeze happen as a community. Trust Ryan Cohen. Fuck you, pussies. Fuck you and fuck Ryan Cohen. Fuck GME. Fuck AMC Suits. Fuck all the board of directors. All of them are against us. The only people that are worth defending are the diamond handers. Retail versus everybody. And you guys don't fucking see it yet. You guys think the fucking Vanguard's on your side. You think Ryan Cohen's on your side. You think fucking Chewy's on your side. Oh my god, like DFV's the only one I trust, honestly. Like, I believe in GME, but I don't fucking believe in Ryan Cohen. If he was half the man he thought he acted like he was, he would be saying shit like Elon Musk does. But he keeps his mouth fucking shut, and he leads us all fucking on, and you guys and I have all been losing a shit ton of fucking money. I'm telling you, they're trying to drag this out for the next 6 months and bleed us dry. The people that buy stocks will do fine and like make a little bit of money, but like the ones buying options, they're making, the Citadel's making way more than they're losing. For the couple times that they've lost, all the weekly wins, week after week after week, are paying them fucking fortunes right now. Fortunes right now like they've never seen before. The most they've ever profited before is the last 3 months. The last 3 months, they've made more than any other 3 months ever in shorting the stocks. Think about that, people. And then I fucking post on Reddit and I get attacked by all these fucking hedgies. All these fucking shills coming in saying I'm the fucking shill. And I get nobody coming to fucking defend. Nobody supporting it. Like, why aren't you guys going and posting these fucking change.org articles? Because clearly they just hate me, right? Like one guy said, this guy's a cuck, but... Oh, nice. So now r/GME removed it. Awesome. Awesome. Now r/GME removed it too. Yeah, fuck you pussies. You're all fucking sellouts. A bunch of bitches. Fuck Reddit. It's all a fucking scam. They're leading you on. It's all a fucking scam. If you guys can't see it yet, you are getting played. You are getting fucking played. And my strategy of the $8, $10, $12, the $150, $175, $200 while placing the squeeze is the only way to make the squeeze happen, or recalling the shares. You either recall the shares or retail starts making money. Those are the only two things that can happen that will cause a squeeze. Until retail starts making more money than they're losing, Citadel enjoys this game and they will keep playing the game. The Federal Reserve enjoys the game and they will keep playing the game. The whole goal is a one world government and make the retail broke, so broke that they can't stand on their own 2 feet. Come on, people! Bored Rich says they already sold 17 million and we didn't notice. What are you talking about, Bored Rich? The price went from $9 to $9.40 and then back down to $9 the next day. It acted like it was jumping off a trampoline, and then they fucking sold those shares and it dropped all the way back to that, down to $9, which was a 6% loss. What the fuck are you talking about you didn't notice? Everyone noticed and they were pissed about it yesterday. Like, it sounds like you just aren't trading very aggressively and you're just buying stock and holding and not paying attention. So go enjoy your life, but like, there's very real reasons to be upset with AMC, with everything right now. Everyone's trying to fuck us, and if you guys don't see it, it's your fault, not mine. Charles M915 is a bitch-ass pussy wearing a mask in his fucking thing. Only a faggot would wear a mask and then posted a picture of it online on a social media. You gotta be one bitch-ass pussy to be putting a mask on social media. You gotta be the biggest bitch I've ever met to be putting a mask on your face and then posting a picture of it on social media. Like, you are Satan itself if you're doing shit like that. Board Rich says, but what I mean is that once they sell the next 20 million, we will soar with less pain. Board Rich, you're totally right about that. I apologize. If that's what you meant, Board Rich is totally right about that. I 100% believe that AMC will not get destroyed, that they can't stop AMC, but that this is just another move, another attempt to slow it down and cause pain. But like Board Rich says, once they're out of this ammo, this is their last ammo unless we vote to give them more. And so we should be smooth sailing after this point. I totally agree with that. Meatball 15. It's because I don't need you. I bring way more value to you guys than you guys could ever bring to me. One of these days, the world is going to realize that. One of these days, you're going to realize if you're on my team, if you are on God's team, if you believe in human potential, then when I'm calling everyone retarded, I'm clearly not talking to you. And if you can't understand that and you can't separate the times when I'm attacking you versus when I'm like speaking to the world, like that's on you, bro. That's your weakness. That's not mine. One day, this message will get through to the people. I promise. It's got to be said this way. It's got to be said this way, people. Peter Mullen says they won't let it down to 8 or up to 10. Yeah, I'm gonna ban that. Like, bro, you say some more stupid shit like that, get the fuck out of my chat. Everybody, watch my fucking videos, you goddamn retards. I never fucking said to buy the $8 strike or the $10 strike. I said, find your own fucking median and then buy whatever makes sense to you. If that means $9 strike and $11 strike when it's at fucking $10, then do 9 and 11. God damn it. People like Peter trying to act like I just gave financial advice, but really you guys are all just too fucking retarded to listen to English. You fucking retards. Holy shit. You guys are pathetic. Open your fucking ears, you goddamn morons. Godpill's idea isn't going to work because AMC's never going to hit $8 or $12. Retard! Guess what else I said? Guess what else I said? I said it's never too late to cash out for a profit because it's always going to go back to the median price. And so even if you're taking a small profit, it's still a profit you should fucking take. Holy shit. I don't think God Pill's plan's gonna work. No, if you would have fucking listened to the English rather than the fucking shit you hear in your own ears to fucking find a reason to hate me, you would be making money right now, retard. Lots of people hit me up privately saying, thanks to you, God Pill, I've made money off options. Thank you. I didn't take all your advice, but I took some of it. And you guys come in and try to take everything I say so literally and then blame me when you suck at life. Yeah, it's because you suck at life. Keep blaming me, though. That's a good one. Real rich. Alright, guys. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go chill in the backyard, smoke some green. And then I will be back probably somewhere between... oh, I don't know, noon and 2 o'clock Eastern time. Bored Rich, go fuck yourself, you dumb bitch. I don't need you. You a hoe. That's a fact. Bye-bye, Bored Rich. I don't know why the fuck she would stay in here for fucking weeks and then say, is that meth you're smoking? Everybody, just so you guys know for real, I'm the realest man on earth. I have hit up Guinness Books of World Record. I have asked to do a live stream under rules such as like the Senate rules for a filibuster, and there is not a record for this yet on the Guinness Book of World Records. I'm going to go get a hotel room, and I'm going to do a water fast, weed fast, and I'm going to do drug testing as I'm there and literally be peeing under the desk. And I'll pull my pee out, I'll dip the drug test in it. Like, I'm going to win this Guinness Book of World Record, the longest live stream without leaving the table. It's going to be communicating with my people. It's going to be everything I've ever talked in the last 2 months of my live stream, all wrapped into 24 to 48 hours. And right now, the world record for a filibuster is 24 hours and some change. And so I'm going to smash that into the ground. And that is... kind of when I'm expecting to get 1 million viewers on YouTube. Everybody's against me. There ain't nobody really on God's team right now. You guys don't even know what that looks like yet. I believe a lot of you guys here right now are going to be on my team and are kind of on my team right now. And to the extent that people are on people's teams in this world, you are on my team right now, I'm sure of it. But not to the extent that you will be. Like right now, we're all still human. We haven't even touched the godhood yet. We haven't even touched it. We haven't even touched it. And Bored Rich is a salty little bitch. I can't believe she came in and couldn't hold her fucking tongue. Acted like the rest of the retard demons. Are you on meth? Are you on meth? How could somebody be so smart and talk so fast and be so angry? It must be meth. Only meth could do that. How could somebody be so smart, talk so fast, and be so angry? It's gotta be meth. Fucking retards. Retards. Austin Reisner, go fuck yourself, pussy. I am God. I am the one and only begotten son, and you ain't shit. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. The Bible is a prophecy of one person taking dominion and control over the entire earth. It is me or it is somebody else. Regardless of the facts, I'm trying. So at least I'm trying, and I'm trying for the people, and my whole life is a representation of that. My whole life is a representation of making mistakes and overcoming those mistakes and like repairing the wounds that I have caused in other people's lives and becoming a better version of myself since day fucking one. So anyone that wants to come in here and act like I'm at least not trying to be the good guy, you're fucking out of your goddamn mind. Big LOL says, not everyone knows how to make 800K or lose 800K. Everyone should take God Pill's advice once. Yeah, you should. That's your guys' fucking problem. You all got $1 million in your fucking 401k. You're all fucking gonna work till you die. And you all never have a real retirement because you're fucking scared broke even when you're rich. You make $1 million in the next 30 years and then you're scared to fucking spend it. I make $1 million tomorrow and I'll fucking spend it tomorrow. I don't give a fuck about money, you pussy ass bitch. Man, you guys suck. Bored Rich is not a he, it's a she. Bored Rich has claimed for the last 30 days to be Kim Deal from the Pixies and has had nothing but good things to say and had nothing but contributions to add, but then today wants to ask if I'm smoking meth? Fuck that bitch. She a sellout too, people. She's a shill, hedgy motherfucker. She's shorting the stock, I promise you. Fuck her. She's a pussy like Ryan. Fucking dumbass bitches. Dumbass bitches thinking they can come and fucking quiet down Jesus. You think you're pretty and you got a vagina? You think that makes something? That means something? Jesus is not fucking captured by no fucking bitch. Ain't no hoe gonna capture Jesus' eye. You fucking hoe. You fucking hoes. You think you're gonna be my downfall? Fuck no. You ain't my downfall. Hoes haven't been able to be my downfall since fucking high school. After the girl I begged for and eventually got, my high school sweetheart, I realized a lot of things. And the thing that I learned first is that me, myself, and I before anything else. I'll love people, I'll take care of everybody that I can. Everyone that deserves it, I am here to help. But if you don't fucking deserve it, it's me and myself and I, motherfucker. It's me and myself and I all fucking day. All fucking day. Fucking bitches. Girls are the ones that think they can come in and like calm me the fuck down. They always think they can control and tame the beast. You can't tame the fucking beast. Fuck around says if he gets a milli, we fly to Vegas. We can go hit that craps table, baby. Woo! I want $100,000 on my roll. Let's go. I'll put 10 grand on the pass line, and then I want $100,000 spread out on all the numbers. Let's fucking go. Never crapping out. Oh, maybe I won't go nowhere. I'm enjoying this, actually. I'll probably go walk my dog, if nothing else. I'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Walking dog, be back in 10 minutes. Dude, the shills are getting ridiculous, people. Like, there's just no limit to what they're comfortable. Like, they just got no shame. Zero shame. To be able to read one of these and say, this is the shill talk, like, you just got to be the most shameless shill in the whole world. Unbelievable. Holy moly. Today's actually been a pretty good stream, guys. I haven't had this many viewers in quite some time. Like, my viewership has been like 20 to 30. Long time now. Let's see. So, we know that everybody you guys listen to, AMC or GME, is a shill that's just trying to get you to keep holding so that the other people will keep losing their money on the options. So that's interesting. So, like, do you guys think there should be no problem with with them creating the world record for me, right? Like, right now, the world record for longest live stream on the Guinness books is like 10 days, but it's like there's no rules behind it. Like, the guy had to have been sleeping, he had to have been taking breaks, like, he left it recording and live, but like, he'd come in and be like, hey guys, I'm back, after like 2 hours have gone, right? Like, that's not a record. That's bullshit. Like, I could leave this camera on for 10 days. Like, why couldn't I? I don't understand, like, why that's not easy to beat. And when I look it up, there's no rules behind it. It just says 200 and something hours. And so, yeah. Basically, I want to set a whole bunch of rules around it. And I feel like it will be actually an accomplishment, a Guinness Book of World Records to brag about. Like, a lot of those things are kind of gay, right? Like, the biggest cookie ever made, and 1,000 people made the cookie. Like, who cares? Nobody cares. But fucking who can sit at a chair the longest and speak coherently the longest about a live stream and just keep going and going nonstop? Who can filibuster the longest? Who's got the most on their mind that they can keep going without losing the energy? That sounds like something to brag about. That sounds like something that everyone's been begging for, and for whatever reason, Marcus Ray ended up with. I mean, Hamovic. Why would you ask that question? Like, that's a question that gets you banned. That's not even funny. I don't know if you're trying to be funny or if you decided that you're done here, but either way, stop it. Fucking pussies. I can't believe they removed this post. They're all r/GME, WSB, Wall Street Bet, new, fucking AMC stock, fucking super stonk. They're all corrupted. They're all bitch ass mods. They're all shills. They're all hedgies. They're controlling the narrative. They give you just enough to keep you hopeful, but they never tell you what you could actually do to make a change. And when you give them real information, the moderators will come and remove your post. This doesn't talk about me. This doesn't talk about anything. Like, I didn't break any of their rules here, but yet they don't want it. Fuck them. Fuck them. All of them. Bzz, bzz. My Kodak options are up 40%. My Tilray options, Tilray's up 20% on the day. My Tilray options are up from $27 to $84. Should put so much more money on that. They're up 300% right now. Fuck. I should have thrown all $200 on there. That was the play. Tilray was the play. At least the first one. Like, all of these could still hit, but Tilray was definitely, like, if had I put all the money in Tilray, I would have $1,000 of profit right now. Bummer, bummer. My Guinness is up 30%. My Kodak up 40%. Options aren't that hard to make money, people. Papa Mohan, have you seen my new AMC GME DD? I know I yelled at you that one time with the AMC GME stuff, but I was clearly just having a bad day. Like, I mean, I talk about AMC and GME a lot still. I was clearly just having a bad day and just wanted to talk about something else that day. But, did you see my new strategy, man? No, sir, but you will check it out. Oh, yes. It's this one right here. So basically, you can either do like all on the 2022, but like I show you how to be a little bit more aggressive and have like 2 months to theta when you do it. But basically, if AMC is sitting at $10 on average, and if you look in the last 3 months, how many times it's hit $12 or $8 since it's reached $10 the first time, and it's like 20-something times or some shit. And every time it hits and goes back, you're going to make anywhere, depending on which expirations you're playing, 10 to 50% ROI. And basically, if the hedges keep playing the game for another 3 months, you'll make 10,000. You'll make literally, if you reinvest the profits into this and still bet on like high strikes or a lot of stocks, whatever stocks you have, this will cover you on the squeeze, while this will basically cancel each other out if it squeezes. But in the meantime, when it doesn't squeeze, you just keep making mad profits. And if it hits $12, then you sell this out and you buy a $10 put. And then when it hits $10, you cash that out. And then you buy back in at the 12 and you leave the 12 and 8. If it comes down to the $8, then I cash this out for a profit. I buy a $10 call, let it come back, cash out my $10 call, come back in and buy the put again. And if you just keep going one side to the next, one side to the next, you're going to make monies. You're going to make monies no matter what. Oh, you never played options. Okay. That's okay then. If you don't play options, that's cool. I get it. That's a nice portfolio you got there. Congrats on the portfolio. Keep it up. Just stay strong then. Holding strong. Have you heard the news story about Martin Shkreli back in 2015 recalling the KBIO shares and forcing a squeeze of 10,000% over 5 days? Basically, they bought a bunch of his shares when it fell to zero. It squeezed it to $45. They shorted the crap out of it. It fell to 20. They shorted even more. He recalled the stock. It bounced it back up to $45 for like 6 weeks. And basically, I created a petition for GME and AMC to recall the stocks so that it forces the shorts to cover. Basically, doesn't allow the shorts to have any. It doesn't allow them to borrow our shares to short them anymore. And everyone, like, in any other world except for this YouTube channel is calling me a shill for pushing these two things, and I can't understand it to save my life. Nice. All right. Sounds good, man. Sounds like you're up to date. Just wanted to make sure. I haven't seen you in the chat in a minute. Richard Trejo asked if I'm fighting tomorrow. It does not seem like I'm fighting tomorrow. I'll probably end up boxing with somebody next week, but we're not going to have like a fight night again until 1 month. They want to do it monthly. And so I'm going to try to use the rest of this time to get in some decent shape, but if I can go out there and like we did in the street and just box a little bit for fun, a little lighthearted sparring, I'd be happy to do that for sure. For sure. David DeGray says, didn't the Reddit CEO back you up the other day? He should know. And then said, correction, it was Discord, not Reddit. I don't know what you mean by Discord backing me up. When did Discord back me up? Peter Mullen says, what if you're with a broker that charges like IBRK? Are you talking about options, Peter? What do they charge you? What kind of charges are you paying? I don't fully understand what you mean. Like, everyone's paying 10% to buy an option. If you buy an option and you sell it the same second, you're going to lose 10% of your money. Especially if you're not trading mid prices. If you're not trying to trade mid prices. I hear you, Papa Mulan. That makes sense. I just wanted to make sure you're caught up, so I was going over all the big picture stuff, but sounds like you are with us. So very good. Eshy says a call. Okay. I don't know, Peter. Like, what is Interactive Brokers charging you? Because it's not that expensive compared to the profits. Like, think about it. Got Bill.
Yo.
What up?
Watching AMC.
Yeah, it's exciting today. Good day today, for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I think just overall with the earnings and everything, even though it's a miss, I think AMC's just rising up. I think probably some of the factors is because the market's just doing well overall today. And usually AMC follows IT. Or some guys just pumping and dumping. Simple as that.
I mean, I actually don't agree with either of those ideas. So, I mean, let me ask you this question. Do you think that AMC is at a natural price right now?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Do you think AMC is at a natural price?
Oh, no.
Okay, so when I say the price of AMC is not natural, like, I'm not just talking about the price changes, right? I'm talking about its actual price today. So, you heard me read that little news article about the Martin Shkreli, right?
No.
Okay, so I just went over this news article about Martin Shkreli for the last couple days. Basically, it's an example of 2015 when somebody initiated a short squeeze, and they did it because they own 70% of the shares of their company, and basically, in order to recall your shares and not allow them to be lent out to the shorters, you have to own the shares, right? And so basically in 2003, the DTC made a law to where the CEOs are not allowed to just unanimously recall the shares for their shareholders. And so basically the shareholders have to do it themselves. And so basically this guy in 2015 was going bankrupt because his pharmaceutical company didn't pan out. His drug failed the trials and they're about to go bankrupt. And so everybody started shorting them and they went down to 44 cents a share. And then he came in with $3 million and bought 50% of the shares. And then basically it spiked the price up, and then a lot of volume came in behind him, spiked the price up even more, went all the way up from 44 cents to $45 in 5 days. And then it dropped all the way down to $20, and the shorts piled on top of it at $20, thinking it was going to go back to zero. And then that's when he recalled his shares and said he's no longer allowing it to be lent out by shorters, forcing the shorts to cover. And it caused the price to go back to $45 for 6 more weeks before it finally went bankrupt. And so basically, I created a petition for GME and AMC to recall the shares. And everybody on Reddit, everybody on YouTube, everybody is attacking me right now saying that I'm a shill. And basically, I made a video last night saying that the AMC CEO is working against us, and that even though the earnings call was a positive call, even though the news was positive news, that what they're doing is active work to hurt us, and that since we went up 7% today, but they sold 20 million shares yesterday, I think that we should have gone up 20% today like we did the other 2 bounces in the past, but the reason we didn't go up 20% was because they sold the shares yesterday, and that's why we only went up 7% today. They're actively trying to hurt the price. Luckily, they don't have infinite ammo, and they only got 25 million shares. But I do expect AMC to go down before it goes up. I honestly do. I don't think this is a trampoline.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So
I personally think it's going to go down to about like $7.50.
But basically, the point that I was getting at with that whole story is when KBIO was at $45, and then everybody started piling on with the shorts again. Like basically, anyone that was already shorting at 44 cents went bankrupt, right? And so at 45, new shorters came into the market saying, oh, now it's a good time. 44 was stupid, but $45 is easy. Yeah, but 44 cents was stupid, right? So they pile on at the 45, and just like they've done to AMC, they drive the price down unnaturally to a different price than what it's supposed to be. And just by this guy tweeting, saying, I talked to my advisors, I'm going to recall my stock, and he recalls the stock, just by that happening all in one day, it went naturally from $20 to $45 in one day. Just because the shorts were no longer allowed to manipulate the price.
Well, AMC is not worth $45. Personally, I think AMC is worth about $13, $15.
Here's my thing. I don't care if it's worth $15. I don't care if it's worth $20 or if it's worth $40. My thing is I know it's worth more than what it is today, and I know the shorts are hurting the price. And I know that we could recall the stock and find what the true price is. I just want to know the true price, honestly. That's my biggest thing. And so here's my issue. Here's my issue. The earnings call yesterday. The CEO says he's got $1 billion in the bank account, and that in 101 years of business, they've never had $1 billion in the bank account. And then he also says that they don't have any debts that they can't fulfill right now with cash all the way up until 2023. So they are all the way through 2021 and 2022 100% covered and cannot go bankrupt. Impossible to go bankrupt. The stock price could go to zero and they would still have $1 billion of cash in their bank account, right? So check this out. If I know this, and if I know my stock is being manipulated, and I know my stock is at its bottom price right now, maybe $8 is the bottom, right? Especially if I sell my shares, then it can only come down. But if I know it's at its bottom price, and I know tomorrow is going to bump up 10%, why the fuck did I just sell 20 million shares right now when I got more cash than I've ever had in my whole life? If I don't need cash, why did I just sell for the bottom dollar? The only thing that makes sense to me is that it was supposed to go up 20% today, and it only went up 7% because they sold. And they did it on purpose.
And what indicated that? What do you think that? Hold on, let me think about this real quick.
Okay.
What made you think that 20% is possible?
So let's go back and look at the technical analysis. If you look at the graphs on AMC, so there was a day maybe a month ago where GME went up 50% and AMC went up 23%. Both of these happened on the exact same day, and both of them hit, and AMC hit 902 at a low the day before. GME hit like 112 at a low the day before. And then
I understand that.
Okay, let me go. Hold on. So the next time, AMC 2 weeks later comes back down to exactly like 905 this time. The next day it bounces up 18%. Okay? Then the last time that I bet on a trampoline bounce, I bet when it hit $9, it dropped all the way to $8.32. So I'm retarded because I didn't lower all my strikes $1. But basically, every day for the next 5 days, it went up 5%, 5%, 5%. And then I missed the fucking $11 and $12 strikes by one fucking day. And so had I moved my $11 and $12 strikes down to the $10 and $11 strikes, I would have definitely hit the $10 strike, and then that could have made me hit the $11 strike. But I messed up on that. And so basically I'm watching the technical analysis now, and I'm seeing all the same shit. And this looked like it was going to be another trampoline bounce when it hit the $9 mark, went up 40 cents, and then the next day it crashes when they sell a bunch of stocks, and then now we're having another bounce. And so to me, it looks like they just suppressed the bounce. They suppressed the amount of the bounce.
If you can do me a favor, show me like your on your stream, Adam Aaron selling about that much stock.
Where did he say that he sold the stock? Adam Aaron.
Yeah, where did he say it?
Aaron, CEO, Twitter. He announced it on Twitter just the other day. Everyone was talking about it, man. I didn't really find a good link for it, but I can try to find it for you for sure. Let's see. Adam, CEO, sells shares. Okay, let's see. Today is May, so I want to look for May 6th. Does anyone in my chat got a good link for this? All right, 17 hours ago, AMC Entertainment CEO Adam Aaron, nearly giddy Thursday, quoting Winston Churchill, trying to top him. Let's see here. Okay, somebody won't stop calling in, not realizing that I'm on the freaking phone with somebody right now. People need to chill out. Let's see. Story continues. This article's from 18 hours ago, so it should have something about it. Has anyone in my chat posted a link yet? Anybody got a link on this? Somebody said he raised $150 million. Doesn't look like anyone's posted a link yet. Hang on, I'll find it for you, man.
Yeah, there's no information. I don't know where it is.
He definitely said it in the call. Okay, right here, look at this one. Seeking Alpha, May 6th, 2021. It says, market today, in just 6 trading days, we sold approximately 17.5 million shares for gross periods of approximately... Seeking Alpha's got it right here. This was posted yesterday.
It's just taking a while to load up on my screen. I'm just waiting for it to get to the site.
I gotta find the part in the article where it actually mentions it because okay, right here. Here we go. In our new equity raise announced just last week, we had already brought in another 153 million at an average share price of $9.85 per share. As of yesterday, in just 5 trading days, that number is now 172 million. I mean, none of that's positive news to me. Like they didn't need the money. They're the richest.
That doesn't look like positive news. But I have one more question.
Okay.
Before I'm going to hang up and everything. Would it be possible if you could find multiple news sources that would, back up the claim of that?
I mean, he said it on the call. So if I'm seeing Seeking Alpha saying it right here, and then he announced it on the... this is just reading the transcript right here. If you go through this article, they're talking about how he talks about the COVID vaccine first. They're talking about who's talking. This is literally a transcript of the call. So either...
Yeah, I was on it. I was there.
Okay, so then you heard it. Or you missed that part and you just need to go back and listen again.
I probably missed it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was probably too either stoned out of my mind or just shit like that,
for
man.
Sure, and I didn't really hear it neither. Otherwise I would have just pulled up the call and just thrown it right in your face. But I didn't really, I wasn't listening that hard either. But, this is good enough for me where I don't feel like I got to find another source. Seeking Alpha is a legit company.
Of course, man, of course.
For sure.
I mean, I understand. Usually I operate around just, multiple sources to back up certain claims.
Sure.
I usually just fact check a lot.
Depending on the claim, I would too, but this one I feel pretty good about. Actually, I'm not like you. I actually like to you see me, I pull the trigger a little too early a lot of times, right? I gotta retract some things that I say sometimes. So I do have that mistake.
Yeah.
I admit that you're right about that. But yeah, man, I mean, I Seeking Alpha saying it, I'm gonna believe it. I really I don't believe their opinions, but I'm going to believe the facts. If they're just saying that's what they said on the call, I don't feel like I got to fact check that one.
Of course, man.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to answer this next call, okay?
One more thing.
Oh,
one more thing before I go. I just want to say, yeah, she loves you. Peace out.
Thanks. Thanks, brother.
I might make a video on this one day. I have about 2.5K subscribers, and I might make a video and include you one day
That'd
about
make
it.
me very happy, man. I've asked people to do that, and they won't do it. So if you did do that, that'd make me very happy.
I'm just, whenever this shit squeezes, I'm going to make a fucking documentary video, more commentary-based, and just, I'm going to cover people like Lou, Trace Trade, and you, and other people
Lou's
that are
cool.
just
I like
consistently
Lou.
covering it.
I like the New York guy. I can't remember his name right now. D'Angelo.
The New
or
York
whatever.
guy's pretty chill, yeah.
Yeah.
My only advice when it comes to just your channel overall, this is just one of my advice when it comes to it. Post frequently, like extremely, and you have your discussion, make a lot of polls about the stock, and it'll grow. That's just my advice.
I like it. I appreciate that.
All right, man. Peace.
Thanks. Later, man.
All right.
All right, 447. You can call in now. Godpill, how can I help you? Hello? Yep. Surprise, surprise. Godpill, how can I help you?
Oh, yeah. It's Peter Mullins. Yeah, what I was saying about on these calls that you're on about.
Yeah.
And I've got that IBRK
Okay.
thing. Well, I was watching this fella called James the other day, and he put a call on MVIS, Microvision,
Okay.
and he put a $12 strike on it, but he said you wouldn't be able to sort of cash out till you hit like $16 because of charges or whatever. I don't really understand.
Okay,
That's
so
why I was asking you whether your $9 strike or your
let me
$10
explain it to you.
strike.
Let me explain it to you real quick,
Go on.
okay? So, are you able to see my screen and talk to me at the same time?
1 second, I'll get you on another phone. One second, I'll get it on here. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
All right. So this is
Yeah, I got
AMC.
it.
This is an option that expires on 2023, and it's a $40 strike. Okay, so you can sell
Yeah.
it. If you buy this today, you could sell it on Monday. Okay, you don't have to hold it forever. And so this is right now what the
Yeah.
price is for an option, which is times 100, so it's $230, right? So basically, here's what happens. If right now the price is at $9.60, if it drops to $9, I should expect to lose 15% of my money. If it stays at exactly $9.60 for the next, because like if we look at the dates right here, so this is August 15th. So basically for the next 3 months, I'll lose 15% in theta if for the next 3 months it stays exactly where it's at, okay? If it goes to $40, I make 800% on my money, 900% on my money, okay? So my $200, I can now sell for $1,900. And I can sell it the very same day if it hit $40 tomorrow, okay? So what you got to understand is that when I come in and I buy this option, right now it's at $230 and I can sell it for $210. So basically if I buy it for $230, I can come in and sell it for $210, and so that means I lose $20 right off the top, which is almost 10% of the value of the option, right? So if I look at this guy down here, it's going to take $11 before I make 21%, which is minusing the 10% that I already lost. So like basically this is only going to be $20, $30, $40 of profit right here at the $11. So this $12 is now like, but basically the losses of what you're taking on to buy the option, by time I'm getting up to $40 and I'm making $1,900, now that $20 that I lost, when I'm making $1,700, who cares about the $20 loss, right? So that's the first.
I get you, but I was talking about say I put on for $9 and a call on for $10. I just thought there's not a lot of scope there for making a profit. You were doing like.
Right, exactly. So especially on a, so let's, if you're talking about my strategy, I thought you were just talking about options in general.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about the strategy, the things that I would change about that is this. Okay, so we're at 9:45 on AMC
I was
right
talking
now.
about the week-on-week thing, not like the long way out calls.
Right, you're talking about capitalizing on the bounces, right? So
Yeah.
we're gonna protect ourselves with a long one that just makes it to where if it does squeeze, we get paid, right? But then
Yeah, I get that.
But then what we're going to do is we're going to come and we're going to do, let's just do options with like 2 months of theta, right? Because we know that they can like trade sideways for at least a couple weeks. So we don't want to get caught like in a couple week option where we thought it was going to hit and it didn't hit. So let's do a couple months that it's going to go up or down. So we're going to go ahead and say like, let's say June 25th. So if I choose June 25th, I'm going to choose the 750 call because we're at 950 right now. And I want you to see what it looks like, $2 out of the money. And I'm going to buy it for 92 cents, a 92-cent put for 750. Then I'm going to come in here and I'll buy a call, and we're at 750. So, or we're at 950. So we'll do, let's just do $12 then. Even though I'd want it to be at $10 before I bought the $12, but that's okay. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make sure I got more money on my puts than I do my calls. And so now I got $460 on my puts. I got $287 on my calls. And I'm going to hit calculate. So now, if you look at this, it says wherever the price moves, I lose money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that's not in real life. We know that's not true because what we're looking for is right here at $8. We're bouncing off a trampoline. We know we're going to bounce off this trampoline. So we're okay losing money that we put in the $10 strike or the $12 strike and the $40 strike because we're making the money on the put. And so if we look right
I
here,
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but I was looking at the charts and it's not going below 9 and not above 10. So I was going to do like a, where would I go? You're talking about 750, but if it don't get that low, you just cash out at 9.
Hold on. So you're saying AMC's chart says it doesn't go below 9 and doesn't go above 10 or something, right?
Well,
Like what timeline
10,
are you
but
looking
not
at?
much, not
What
later.
timeline are you looking at? Because if we just look at the last
Well,
3
just
months.
say the last week.
Right, you're looking at the last week. But if you're buying an option that lasts for 2 months, why are you betting on the last week of
Yeah,
data?
I see it.
And so if we look at the
I'm
price,
just thinking
you
if they're
look at
not
how
gonna
many
let it
times
go.
it went from $8 to $10, back to $10, up to $12, back to $10, down to $8, back to $10. Like all of those times are profit opportunities. And so as long as you're giving yourself a couple months, you're going to hit one of the sides. And if you want to do $1 on a side, that's fine. So if we come here, look at this. So if you're going to do less of money because you think that it's not going to go that far, but you're also saying like a couple weeks,
Well, I
right?
just think they're trying to control it right now, and they're not going to let it go below 9 and not above 10. I mean, can
Right,
they do
I hear
that?
what you're saying. So come to the June 4th expiration. If you think it's all going to happen before June 4th, or less than a month, but you think it's going to move less than what I think it's going to move, then come here and right now at the 950, go to the $9 and buy the $9 put, and then come here at this one and buy the $10 call, and then add up the numbers to make sure that it's different, and then boom, we come here and look at this. I'm still at $9. My put went from something to 585, so let's see how much I had on there. 515 to 585, so I make $75 off that, or I make about, I got $1,900 almost invested, so I make about 8% on my money just by it moving down $1. Or not even $1, that's 50 cents. That's 50 cents. So don't, like, if you don't want to go for 20, 30% like I am, go for 5%.
I was just trying to see whether it's worth me doing that because I get charged by my broker,
Right, and what I'm telling you is as long as you come down to $9 and you cash out your put right here, and then you buy the $9.50 call or the $10 call wherever you think it's going back up to, and you keep playing both sides of it, you will make a lot more than what your broker is charging you, I promise.
Right, that's all I wanted to know. That's perfect. Brilliant.
All right, brother. Thank you for the call.
All
Sorry
right,
I was so
mate.
mean to you
All right.
earlier.
Take care.
I can tell you're not a bad guy.
No, you are.
All right, brother.
Take care, bro. Bye.
Bye. All right. Nobody talking in Wall Street. They're all zip of the lip. Zip of the lip. X Gong Vitoya says this dude is breathing. Oh, the guy on the phone for sure. Richard Jacob says he's like an English Darth Vader. Oh, man. Angelo Lou on the panel with Marcus on a marathon stream to fire all the AMC GME suits. Be done within 24 hours, then squeeze. David D. Great. If Angelo and Lou would partner with me, we would win in 24 hours. You are totally right about that. Pettin Man says, could you explain once more why the short interest increases when we buy heavily in out of the money calls? Trying to explain to my friend, but I don't know how to word it. I can explain that quickly. So every single option contract, regardless of where it's at, every single option contract is 100 shares. So every time I buy an option contract, either somebody was selling it and I'm taking their spot, or a new seller comes into the world and they help create 100 synthetic shares with me, and they play against my bet. And they're playing the opposite side of my bet. And we got to create 100 synthetic shares in order to do this. Obviously, if you're buying the option on a call, you're long the stock. If you're shorting the option on a call, you're short the stock. And so, like, we don't sell options. We don't sell calls because that's shorting the stock. And that's how you go broke. And so, basically, if you go to the open interest and you count all the open interest in all the different strikes in all the different expiration days, you can add up exactly how many option contracts are open right now, and then you can times that by 100, and that will tell you how many option synthetic shares there are. That does not include the synthetic shorts. So there are people that are selling AMC stock, which brings the price down, and those are not included in the option synthetic shares. And so there's two different types of synthetic shares. One of them comes from options, one of them comes from shorting the stock. And shorting the stock just means selling the stock. So rather than buying 10 shares of AMC, I sell 10 shares of AMC without owning any. And then it makes it to where when AMC goes down, I make money rather than when AMC goes up, I lose money. Does that make sense? Is that enough, Peyton Man, or do you need more than that? And basically, if you add up all the call short interest and then you add up all the put short interest, there's a certain percent where they can basically use the gains from one side or the credits from one side to hedge the credits from the other side. So like if AMC had 40% call interest and 30% put interest, it could lower the actual short interest to 15% or some shit if they're using that money to hedge against the other bets. And so it really, Citadel knows what they're doing. We don't really know to what extent they're leveraged out. We just know that if AMC starts to squeeze, there's so much short interest on AMC that they're going to be forced to have to cover and buy in, forcing the stock to only keep going up and making this one of the most beautiful squeezes of all time because AMC options are so cheap. Cheaper than the options that I bought on GME when I turned $10,000 into $1 million. AMC options are much, much cheaper than what GME was back then. Does that make sense, people? It's a beautiful day. Oh, one constellation. How long is it going to take for Guinness Book of World Records to hit me up? Holy moly. Huh. Oops, my bad, guys. Looks like I accidentally deleted my whole web browser, but that's okay. It's good to turn those off every once in a while. Exactly right, Pettin Man. Exactly right. Exactly right, Pettin Man. Exactly right. I really need you guys to go post those change.org things on r/GME, r/Superstonk, and r/AMC stock. And like, I just got a really bad reputation. My account has a really bad reputation on Reddit for those 3 pages. So if every one of you guys went and posted those 3 pages with a link to each of the AMC or GME stock, and there was like 30 different links attached to all the pages, I think that the shills wouldn't be able to overpower it. But when it's just me posting it, it's easy for all the shills to show up in one spot and make it look like I'm the bad guy. But if you guys are all posting it and 100,000 people are interacting on 30 different posts, and then it all eventually comes into one big mega post, that's where it wins. So if you guys could go start spreading that on Reddit, I think it'll do better than if I spread it on Reddit. I don't know, Visual. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense how someone could read that and say that I'm the shill. It really kind of angered me. It got me a little pissed off when I saw that. Like, I thought for sure that was something people could unite around. And they just come up with the gayest shit for reasons to hate me. The gayest fucking reasons to hate me. God. I don't know. Elite's around, like, if I oh, no, you mean Warden Elite. No. You didn't see my post? Me and Warden Elite aren't buddies no more. Like, I don't hate the guy, but I don't trust the guy. I don't hate the guy, but I don't trust the guy. That's all I can say about it. That's not all I can say about it. I can actually say more than that. What I can say is I sent him the news article and I sent him the link to what I wrote, and he said the AMC CEO would never go for it. Why waste your time? Shut the fuck up, Warden Elite. Why waste my time? Fuck you, pussy. And then the next day he started pushing Tesla options, and I'm just totally done with him. He said buy Tesla at $750 for July, and I just, after that, I was totally done with him. Totally done with him. Like, maybe he's just a passive, like, loser or whatever, or maybe he's a shill. He's super big on Super Stonk, and so, as far as I'm concerned, if he supports Super Stonk at this point, then he is a shill. So, Warden Elite, not on my side. There's the other guy I have who's Elite Shot, that Call of Duty guy who's got so much money in GME and AMC right now, and he kind of poking in and out, but seems like his vibes have kind of gone down a little bit since I lost my money. It seems like he maybe lost a little respect since I lost some money. Not since I lost money, but since I didn't bring more money in. It seemed like him wanting to talk to me like he didn't feel like I was his equal anymore or some shit. I don't know. But he seems like he's busy doing his own thing. That's fine. At least he's not a paper hander or a bitch or nothing. It just doesn't seem like he wants to try to help me grow like he used to. I think he thought we were going to make money and growing was going to be easy. He wanted it to be easy. He didn't want to work for it. That's okay. Lucas LWW says, where can I find your blog? I do not have a blog. YouTube is my blog. It's my vlog. This is all I do. YouTube is my only source of social media. I have a Facebook, but, I mean, right now I'm in Facebook jail, and I typically am. Like, even when I get out of Facebook jail, it's not long before I get 30 days back in. Last time I went to jail was because I said I was going to beat this kid up when I posted it on a picture of Conor McGregor saying, who's next? And because I said I was going to beat up a kid, I went in Facebook jail. They just look for reasons to put me in jail. Anything I say that's slightly not PC, because of all the other reasons they hate me, the moderators on Facebook are always watching, ready to fucking put me in Facebook jail. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. I'm surprised YouTube let me stick around, but I don't think I'm going anywhere at this point. If they weren't going to get rid of me in the past, they ain't going to get rid of me now. Like, the only way YouTube's getting rid of me anytime soon is if I make a bunch of money, and then they're scared of me. But right now, it doesn't seem... Either they're not scared of me, or they don't want to lose my money, because they know I'm going to be a money maker one day. I don't know which one it is. But I think if they ban my channel, it'll be ultimately a good thing for me. It only helped Alex Jones and Salty Cracker, so let's see what happens. How's the stonky stonks looking? AMC at 941. That's not great. Rocket down 4% now. Riot up 2.5%. Alright, alright, alright. Everything looks like it's kind of taking a breather right now. Having a little cool down right now. Yeah, I mean, you guys got to understand, I went into options 2 years ago knowing nothing about it and just betting tons of fucking money to learn. Like, I'm the kind of guy, jump in head first, and I just want to fucking figure it out or die trying. And so, I understand why it was confusing for you guys. Like, I literally lost $500,000, studied it for a year, and I still didn't know fucking anything. It was like the 6 months after the first year I got exposed to options, I finally started putting all the pieces together. And then once you see it in the pieces together, it's really not that hard if you're willing to take the time. Richard Jacob, my lucky number's 23. I think Rocket is at its all-time low for a 52-week low, so I bet some money on next Friday's $23 strike. If it hits $23 before Friday, I'm going to cash it out for whatever I make. And maybe I do something with it somewhere else, or maybe I add it to Rocket, and I think Rocket's going to go up more. I don't really know. It all depends on how it happens. And so right now, I just bought some $23 strikes. Like, I'll show you guys my account, but I'm not really going to go over it much. If you guys want to see the couple options, like, it's only $200 worth of options, plus the puts I have on SPY and Tesla. So it's not very much. But I just spread some money out over a couple different places. Dude, E-Trade is fucked today. E-Trade is a fucking joke today. Holy shit. These are my current positions. I'm trying to raise some money so I can get back into GME and AMC for real. But right now, I'm basically just trying to trade a little bit of money and try to make some money. Basically, my Tilray and my Guinness are the only things that's made any real money so far. But, yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. I bought some $20 rockets for Friday as well. I bought these today. I bought one contract today just because I saw it go down more today. When it was down 3%, I think I bought this. This is the only thing that I have that expires today. For whatever reason, I thought Riot was going to go to the moon. I should have put this money on Tilray. I fucked up. It's a bummer. Oh well. Visual says Rocket CEO publicly hates the shorts. I mean, it's hard for me to believe he's not part of the shorts, though. It's hard for me to believe it's not all part of the game. But hopefully he is, and hopefully he recalls his stock. That'd be sweet. I don't care who recalls their stock. Let's get some squeezes happening.
As long as somebody recalls the stock and a squeeze happens, then everyone will sign my petition after. Alright, guys. 923. My lucky number. Z. One year ago, I posted one thing on Facebook. 1 year ago, I said, priorities! Time to get some. Get some priorities, people. What else, people? What do you guys want to know? You guys got any questions? Otherwise, I think I'll just come back for like the power hour. I'll just come back for the power hour, people. Good luck. I hope everybody makes money today. I'll say a prayer for you all.